Hello, beautiful soul. I am Chloe Rose, founder of Mystic Hearts, and today I am going to be doing a hidden witch wound clearing and healing on myself. This is, I think this is the first time I've ever done a healing and a clearing on myself and filmed it with the intention of sharing it. Of course, when I hold space for others, I record the session. Sometimes with their permission, it's shared publicly, and when I get healings with others, it's recorded. But I think this is the first time that I've consciously gone into a healing for myself, on myself, with the intention of recording and sharing it. And this has been divinely guided. My guides and my higher self said to me it could be beneficial to share this session today. I often perform healings on myself. Regularly, I'm doing clearings, cord cuttings, releasings. Often I go into deeper past life work with myself, but I also go to others. I have a very, 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 very small select group of people. Well, there's actually only one person who I work with consciously at the moment when I have something big that I need support with. So I do a combination of healing work on myself and seeking assistance from others in the healing space as well. I think that's important. We don't have to do everything ourselves. And so this is going to be a hidden witch wound. I'm calling it that because I know that's what I'm going to be accessing within myself. A hidden witch wound, past life clearing. That is a very, very, very specific intention for this guided journey that I'm going to be going on today. It's very similar to the one-to-one service that I offer called the Witch Activation, which is a bit more than what I'm going to be doing today. On myself, I'm just going to be accessing and traveling to this past life and doing any necessary healing and clearing. And I've already been receiving visions of this particular past life that's been calling me, this memory, and I've been kind of putting the pieces together, and now I feel ready to go ahead, face it, clear it, heal it. This usually is the case when someone books a one-to-one session with me, because that already is giving their consent to energetically and consciously connect to that session. I oftentimes start having flashes or visions or messages come through to give a kind of guidepost about how the session is going to unfold. That doesn't always happen. I would say that's maybe like 80 to 90% of the time I receive visions or feelings or words or messages beforehand. Sometimes it's like totally a surprise in the moment. Today, I do know what to expect. I know what I'm going into, so that's partly why I feel comfortable to record this and to share this with you. I know what to expect. I'm sure there'll be some surprises that will be presented to me. And it's just with the intention for anyone who's watching this to gain an understanding of what this work actually is, because it's really hard to explain to someone what is psychic quantum energy healing, what is a past life healing, clearing, activation. So it's for me to just show you this process whilst doing this healing on myself. And so it's going to be a psychic quantum energy healing process. It's similar to a guided meditation, but working with quantum energy, opening up psychically. It's not hypnosis. I think the word past life regression often gets associated with hypnosis, but there's no hypnosis whatsoever. It's totally guided by our own higher self, our own heart, our soul, our spirit guides and team around us, if that's what you believe in. But it's not manipulated in any way. And as with the nature of the hidden witch wound, there can be themes of kidnapping, torturing, controlling, suppression, pain, loss, many other things. So just as a warning, some mild themes may be presented throughout this session. If that's something that is uncomfortable for you, please do know that you do not have to continue watching this. You will be absolutely safe witnessing this. You will not be involved in this healing. However, I might warn you that by choosing to witness this, it may possibly activate or reflect some of your own hidden witch wounds and memories that are imprinted into your cellular DNA. It may not. You may not just be witnessing and learning this. So, all that in mind, if you now choose to continue watching this video, you are giving your consent to the possibility of any of this happening. But please know that you are safe, and I will set up a protective space, as I always do, before I hold myself or others in this work. But just so that you know what you're getting into or what could come through for you. And you have the free will choice to continue witnessing or to step away now. So I'm going to start by setting up a safe space. And I'm breathing into my heart to expand the energy of my heart through my conscious awareness on the center of my chest. And once my mind is still, calm, clear, and focused on the loving energy of my heart, which I can now feel expanding and growing from the center of my chest, the beautiful, divine, loving energy in my heart, I'm going to root and ground myself deeply, energetically, into Mother Earth, by pouring down a strong channel of this divine, loving energy from my heart down through my body, my navel center, sacral, root, out through the base of my spine, sending this energy from my heart down into the earth, sending it down and down and down through the layers of the planet, all the way into the very center of Earth, connecting my heart into the consciousness of Mother Earth, connecting heart to heart with the Earth, creating this strong grounding cord. And sending so much love and gratitude for Mother Earth. And now that I've established this strong connection between my heart and the heart of the earth, I'm gently allowing my awareness to travel back up that stream of energy, all the way back into my heart, and I can feel that beautiful tugging from my heart down into the earth, reminding me that I am safe, rooted, grounded, and supported. And from my heart, I am now going to send up this beautiful stream or channel of golden, loving, divine energy from my heart, up through my throat, through my third eye, through my crown, out through the top of my head. And I'm going to witness this energy pouring from my heart in a strong channel of light up into the sky, beyond the Earth's atmosphere, beyond the stars and the planets, beyond this galaxy, beyond this universe, into the great unknown of the multiverse, until I connect my heart with the one divine, true source of all that is, divine, loving energy, pure consciousness. Thank you. Feeling that experience of bliss and full deep cellular remembrance as my heart opens up to connect with the one, the pure divine consciousness of all that is. And just allowing my awareness to travel gently down, back, that stream of divine light, landing back into my heart. And I give permission for my heart to be filled with golden, high vibrational, loving light of the source energy. And I give permission for this energy, this golden, high vibrational, healing frequency and light to flow out through my entire body, down my arms, throughout my torso, down my lower body, to my legs and my feet, up my neck, filling my face, my blood, bones, muscles, cells, DNA, with this high vibrational source love frequency, healing, clearing and protecting me with golden light from the inside out. And now, with this golden divine energy from my heart and balanced energy throughout my being, I'm going to expand this golden, protective, high vibrational energy out around me, creating a sphere of protective light all around my being, 3 meters out in every direction from my heart, above, below, in front, behind, either side, and filling in every gap between, so that I am cocooned in a high vibrational golden sphere of light energy that is a protective shield around my physical body and my energy body, for which I set the intention that only beings, energies and entities, with my permission, with my highest good, my love, compassion, healing, clearing and activation, and the highest good, love, compassion of all, can see me, have access to me, exist within this shield, within me, or have any influence or ties over me at this time, and that all other beings, energies and entities must leave now immediately, returning to source, to the earth, or never returning here again. And so it is done. And I'm calling in my spirit guides, my guardian goddesses who I am working with at this time, I'm calling in my higher self. I'm calling in the highest vibrational frequency and highest aspect of my soul that is represented in electric blue light healing energy. I call forth my guardian angels. I call forth Source and Gaia, welcoming you into my safe, protective shield of light. And I ask for you to be by my side today, supporting with my protection, any clearing or healing that is in service of my highest and best good today, supporting my guidance, self-love, intuition, and helping me to travel to, across timelines, through time and space, to a hidden witch wound that I have been feeling and experiencing in my life recently that is ready to be cleared, released, and healed at this time for my highest and best good. Thank you. And also into my safe space, I call in all necessary and relevant aspects of my soul across timelines, through time and space, to support this past life reading, healing, and clearing today. And through time and space, across dimensions, I'm expanding out more of this high vibration golden light energy to create a protective cocoon of light all around this recording, so that anyone who chooses to witness this hidden witch wound reading, healing, and clearing today may be shielded in the protection of this golden light energy, for which I set the intention once again that only beings, energies, and entities with my permission, highest good, love, compassion, and the highest good, love, compassion of all, can see us, access us, exist within this space or within us, and that all other beings, energies, and entities must go immediately. You shall not pass through this barrier of loving energy. And on behalf of myself, I invite in my guides, my guardian goddesses, my higher self, the highest aspect of my soul. I invite in past, present, future, parallel versions of me that are relevant to this healing today. I invite forth my guardian angels, Source and Gaia, welcoming you in, asking that you watch over as guardians and protectors and gatekeepers of this sacred space today. Thank you. So I'm going to call forwards one of my spirit guides. Please can one of my guides step forwards who wish to assist me in this reading, clearing, and healing today in service of my highest and best good. So a guide that wants to assist me in any guidance or messages, but also assist me in traveling to this past or parallel lifetime and hidden witch wound. Interestingly, I was expecting my elven guide, Elmara, to step forwards, but I've been seeing the golden dragon guide, my golden dragon guide, Bashu, step forwards, and I'm really seeing his beautiful golden dragon presence in my mind's eye. And he's telling me the reason why he has stepped forward is because although Elmara has been assisting me in remembering this lifetime and the importance of why I need to go there and do the healing and clearing, Bashu wants to come with me so we can use his dragon fire and magical abilities to assist, because there are some spells and curses that need addressing in this lifetime. Okay, thank you, Bashu. And I just have a couple of questions that I want to ask him. So I already know a few personal details about this past life that I'm going to be traveling to. And there is someone involved in this past life who obviously I'm not going to name. But I already know that, and I already know that I'm going to be working with that. But there are a few questions that I want to ask now. So I've been experiencing some pain, like a repetitive strain in my left hand shoulder. So it's like the backside of my heart, almost like if I imagine that I had dragon wings, it would be where that wing connects to my shoulder. And it's been this ongoing strain now for about 4 to 6 weeks. So Bashu, is this connected to this past life? Yes, it is. Okay, thank you. Okay, so I set the intention to heal, clear, and release whatever it is that's restraining this left-hand side of my shoulder, my chest, the back of my rib cage. So please, can you help me with that, Bashu? And one more question that I have is the irregularity of my menstrual cycle that I've been experiencing, again, I would say over the past 3 to 4 weeks, I've been experiencing kind of pain in my lower abdomen, irregular bleeding, and almost like this, I would say it's felt like I've been drained of creative energy, drained of my life force. Is this related to this past lifetime, this hidden witch wound? I just saw Bashu simply nod his head like this, almost just like all will be revealed when we travel there. Perfect. Okay. Oh, so Bashu is, I've never actually experienced this before with doing a hidden witch wound or a past life healing, but he's turned around and he's saying, please get on my back, because he's almost like, you're a wounded soldier, I'm going to carry you through. He's just channeling some messages to me about the nature of this witch activation, and when the way I like to work with hidden witch wounds or past life regression, past life healing, clearing, witch activations, I like to create portals to travel through. But Bashu was just saying, because this is a healing for me, he was showing me and explaining to me some of the specific details. So he wants me to climb onto his back. Thank you, Bashu. And he's made himself small, so kind of like a huge horse size. So it's easy for me to mount his back. And he is explaining to me that my witch connection, my magical connection, is very deeply and intrinsically connected to the element of fire. And therefore, when I do healing work on myself, or when I do magical spells, magic work, and traveling, I can use fire. So we are in this safe space in the astral realm now, Bashu and I. And he's explaining to me that we're going to create a portal with a ring of fire. So I've got my hands on Bashu's shoulders and I'm asking, with the assistance of my dragon guide, to create a circle of sacred fire energy. And this circle of sacred fire energy is going to open up a portal that only I and Bashu and any other spirits, guides or beings who I give permission to can have access to, step through and use this portal to travel. No other beings can have access to this portal. And this portal is going to open up a direct line into this very specific past or parallel lifetime where I have a hidden witch wound that I'm ready to heal, feel, clear, and address at this time for my highest and best good. So this ring of fire has been created, and it's created this cylinder where the flames are going up infinitely and down infinitely. So it's creating this sacred portal with the fire. And Bashu and I'm just asking my higher self if there's any other guides who I should bring with me. Okay, I'm going to invite my guardian angel to also step through the portal with us and watch over the safety and the protection and assist with any clearing or healing that needs to take place. Okay, thank you. So myself, Bashu, and my guardian angel are now going to step in through this portal. And I'm feeling this experience of what I would describe as descending energy. Like when you go on a roller coaster or a slide and you're going down and you feel that slight drop in your stomach. We've landed on grass. I'm just checking that we have all stepped outside of the portal now. And around this portal, I'm going to create a lock of light. Once again, setting the intention that no other beings other than myself, Bashu, and my guardian angel can use, travel through, pass through in either direction this portal, that it will stay safely sealed until I consciously choose to come back, unlock it, and travel through it. So we've landed on grass, as I mentioned, and yeah, I know where this is. This is somewhere that is close to where I live currently, and it is a past life memory, or I've connected to a similar past life memory to this, so I know where we are. So I'm in this big open field and I can see some distance away what appears to be a fortress. So it's not a castle, but it's like a big old, what could be described as like a farmhouse or a manor house. This is in England, as I mentioned. It is close to where I live now. The land feels familiar. Okay, I'm already feeling some feelings in my heart of fear and despair. And my guide is explaining to me that these are the feelings that were left on this land by me to guide me to this memory. Okay. So I can't see anything around. We've landed a safe distance away from where I am in this timeline. And I'm going to ask, I'm being guided to set the intention that in a moment when I ask Bashu and my guardian angel to take me to this past life version of me, that we are invisible to any malevolent beings or individuals that do not have my highest and best good in their interests or in their heart. So please make us invisible and undetectable on any level to malevolent, it's really hard to say, beings or forces in this timeline, so that we remain undetected. Thank you. Yeah, and by doing that, I felt a lot of that fear and despair already releasing. Okay, thank you. Please can you now, Bashu and my guardian angel, safely transport us, I can see it already, I can see the vision, to where I am in this timeline. So it's like we've just suddenly been boomeranged to what I am imagining is inside this fortress, but it's underground. We're in this underground cell complex. So under this townhouse or farmhouse, there are actually prison cells, like holding cells. It's like a stone, dark, cold, circular hallway that we're in now. And in the center, there is an altar, like there is in a church. Okay, and my guide is saying, don't touch the altar, because you don't want to feel that energy. Okay, thank you. So it's like an underground fortress of cells. It's really funny, as I'm here, it's like my womb is starting to hurt and almost pulsate at this memory. Okay. And also my shoulder as well. It's like every time I breathe, it's this stabbing pain. Okay. Let's face this and do the necessary clearing and healing here. So in front of me, I'm seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 doorways, and they're like circles in the stone with these big, really heavy looking metal doors on them. There's 6 of them. They're all closed. And I'm just being asked to be shown which door I'm behind. Okay, it's the 4th door. And I'm just approaching this big metal door that has been locked, but there's no keyhole and there's no lock on the door, but the door is locked. And Bashu is saying to me that only my magical powers and intention can open this door. So he's telling me to hold my hands up to this door and focusing on this visualization of a locking mechanism opening. And he's saying to focus on my heart energy and to expand this loving energy through my hands, and then focus on this visualization of unlocking the lock mechanism with love. Okay, and the door has swung open. And there's the past version of me is inside. It's something that I've seen before, as I mentioned, but the energy of it is very dark and heavy. And this past life version of me looks really similar to how I look now in this present timeline. She's got really long black hair. She's been stripped of all her clothes. And I didn't realize that I would be coming and this past life version of me would be deceased. So her life has been taken. And so this past life version of me is in this big black chamber, and I is suspended in the center of the chamber in like what appears to be like a spider's web. And this is what I kept seeing in my visions. And it's Bashu is describing to me that it's like this, it's not something that we have in this current timeline or reality on Earth, but it's this plasma-like material similar to a very, very strong spider's web, but it's also a conductor of energy. And what happened here is that I had been imprisoned and I had been plugged in to this plasma, and my energy, my magical powers, which were very, very strong in this timeline. I was a powerful sorceress, a sorceress of light. In this lifetime, I was doing healing and activation work for the earth and for the land. But I was being hunted. I was being hunted by local people, and also witches who wanted to gain access to this wild power that I had. And I was eventually hunted down and kidnapped and overwhelmed by numbers. And I was brought here to this underground fortress. And it's amazing because even witnessing this, the pain that I've been feeling in my shoulder is already melting. It's melting away because I am witnessing, acknowledging, and feeling this pain. And the one main individual who was imprisoning other magic workers, mages, sorcerers, sorceresses, wizards, imprisoning them here. This plasma-like spider web would be draining out energy and then bringing it through this central channel into that altar-like structure that I mentioned in the center. And then they would be able to place their hands on that and almost like drink that energy, like feed off that energy. However, I'm being told that these experiments didn't have the desired effects. So by draining my energy, they didn't take on the power that I possess. It was like taking a drug. So they'd have this sudden rush of power and euphoria, but then eventually it would turn into this bitterness and poison within them. Wow, okay. Yeah, and there's loads of these, like, it's hard for me to describe now because even just by witnessing this and feeling this, everything is fading and dissolving. So my guide is explaining to me that just by coming here and feeling this, the healing is already taking place. And yeah, my shoulder feels so good now. And feeling the emotion of this. I'm just holding on to my womb. So when this plasma and this kind of spider web-like network of energy plugs were mainly around the front and the back of my chest and my shoulders, and a lot were in my lower belly and my womb. So they were draining my heart and my creative energy. Okay. And I'm giving Bashu, my dragon, permission now to breathe magical fire into the whole of this cell so I can burn this version of me who has already passed, burning every dimension of her being, giving her a proper releasing through the alchemy of fire, so that my soul, this fragment of my soul, can be healed. And then I, in this timeline, can embody that fullness and that healing and call back the fullness of my powers, the power of my heart and the love in my heart, and also the magical powers of my womb, my intuition, my creative expression, and any other magical powers, gifts, and abilities that I possessed in this lifetime that were being drained from me, but no more. I release you now with love. Filling this now empty cell with high vibrational loving light and the alchemical, magical process and element of fire Let there be light now in this space that was once dark. May this part of my soul be set free, burning all memories of kidnapping, suppression, draining. And I'm also being guided to now fill all of this plasma energy and all of these energetic channels that go into this altar with high vibrational, loving energy, to clear the channels and just to clear the energy and just to fill this space with love, releasing this space with love. I'm just asking my guide if I should leave the cell door open or closed, and just checking in with my higher self. And they're saying now that the healing and the clearing has been done, I should leave the door open, almost as a symbol of space and of clearing and of healing, okay? And I'm being guided now to stand in front of the cell door, but now with my back to the cell door. And Bashu is handing me this sword of light, which is this huge sword that feels really heavy. It's like Excalibur, and it's got this blue energy all around it. And Bashu has said this is an energetic sword from my highest self, where I reside in this high vibrational, high frequency throne room. And he's inviting me to hold this sword up to my heart, reactivating this sword, filling it with only love, filling this sword only with love. Love, 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 activating this sword with love. And I'm being shown to now place a sword in front of me, and I'm going to swirl it all around me and then place the sword down into the earth. I'm still in this network, this underground fortress of caves, placing this sword in the earth. I now release all dark curses, spells, and contracts that were bound to me in this lifetime, across all lifetimes and dimensions. I now release you, releasing you with love. Permanently releasing all dark cords, contracts, and spells that were binding me in this timeline, releasing me across time and space and across all timelines, releasing you now with the highest vibrational frequency of love. Releasing all dark spells, curses, contracts, cords, and connections to this timeline, land, space, and any malevolent beings or beings who do not have my highest and best good in their interests. I release you now from all timelines and all dimensions and vibrations of my being, mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually and energetically. I release you now with love. And with this love and with this sword of light, I create a column of crystalline, high vibrational blue energy around my being, around my auric field, about 3 meters out, so that any being, any energy or entity who tries to or attempts to infiltrate me energetically, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, or on any level with darkness, with resentment, with hatred, with jealousy, anyone who tries to siphon or take away my powers, you will be instantly rejected by this high vibrational field. You will be rejected, and only pure love will be deflected back unto you. And I only invite into the shield of blue light my spirit guides, my guardian goddesses, my highest self, the highest vibrational aspect of my soul, my guardian angels, Source and Gaia. I ask for your assistance at this time to keep the high vibrational loving frequency of this column of blue light reinforced, to protect me over the next 3 days, the next 72 hours, whilst the healing and integration of this past life wounding and hidden witch wounding takes place, so that my mind, body, heart and soul may heal with love, soften, and when I am ready for me to remember and embody the fullness of my magical gifts and abilities, so that I may shine a light of love and fullness into this world for my highest and best good and the highest and best good of all. Thank you. And so it is done. And I release this sword of light now, just handing it back to Bashu for safekeeping, leaving nothing but love, gratitude, and forgiveness in this space. Wow, the sensation of relief in my body is immense. Okay. The shoulder pain, it feels really hot now, but it feels like someone is massaging it energetically. I'm ready to heal. I'm ready to release. I'm just going to ask Bashu and my guardian angel to take us back to the portal through which we travelled here to this lifetime. Thank you. And I'm going to remove now safely the energetic lock that I placed around this portal, setting the intention that we safely and swiftly travel back through this portal, back into this present and current timeline, and that no other beings can travel through this portal unless I give them my permission. So inviting myself, my guide Bashu, and my guardian angel to step back through the portal of fire and to safely travel back. Oh, I can't describe to you the feeling of expansion that I feel in my body. It's like finally taking a breath after having a cage around my heart. And in my inner eye, I'm just surrounded by golden light frequency now. Okay, so just making sure myself, Bashu, and my guardian angel are outside of the portal, which I am now going to close permanently. So I'm just going to bring down the column of light, and I'm encasing this portal in a shield of golden high vibrational source light energy, holding it here. And I'm going to return this now, and any cords, attachments, low vibration beings, energies, entities, memories, pains, emotions that no longer serve my highest and best good, safely returning you now, either to source, to the earth, or to never return here again. Now the portal is gone, permanently closed. My guide is just telling me that I really need to rest and prioritize stillness, peace, and introspection over the next 3 days, because that's when I'm going to be experiencing a deep healing. So I may feel exhaustion, dehydration. I may also experience, like he's saying, muscle pain and almost like contractions in my body as this healing and releasing and clearing is moving through me, and the contracts and the cords that were attached to this timeline now that they've been released. Prioritizing rest and sleep. Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so I'm going to close down the safe space of this session. Thank you so much, Bashu. Thank you to my guardian angel. Thank you to my higher self, the highest aspect of my soul. Thanking all of my guides, guardian goddesses. Thank you, Source. Thank you, Gaia, Mother Earth, for holding me through this space. Thanking myself across all timelines. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Asking all beings who are present today to step out of the safe space, the cocoon that I placed around this session, so that I can now release it, and anything that no longer serves my highest and best good along with it, returning it to the source of all that is, or to earth, or to never return here again. Thank you. And I'm just going to ask once again for my guides and my guardian angels in particular to stay inside my own protective shield and to reinforce this electric blue light frequency from my highest self around me, to shield me with this force field of deflecting, loving energy for any beings or forces that are attempting to infiltrate my energy or attack me from a low vibration in any way, deflecting it and sending back only love, only love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Wow, so if you've made it through this this whole video with me, thank you. And this is similar to when I hold space for others in my what I call one-to-one witch activation. What I also do is ask for specific superpowers, and by superpower I mean this could be like your soul's mission or your childhood joys. It could be something that your soul wants to create, or it could be like a psychic gift or ability. We ask that to be revealed and to be activated, but it is mainly a deep healing of a past, parallel, future lifetime wound, so that you can really feel this more complete and full feeling within your soul. And then you'll have an oracle reading after it as well. But it's really difficult for me to explain to people what these sessions are like, because they are guided by spirit. I connect in with your permission, with your guides, and they guide me through the session. So often it can be very unexpected what happens. So thank you all so much for being here with me and witnessing me on this journey. Yeah, it was more emotional than I was expecting, but I have been experiencing some emotions building in the past couple of weeks, and it makes sense now. Yeah, so thank you so much. And if you would like to experience this in a one-to-one session and work with me, it would be an honor to hold you in a one-to-one witch activation space. Yeah, and I only hold very limited numbers of these spaces in a week so that I can protect my energy and that I can prepare myself, cleaning myself and protecting myself energetically so that I can be of highest and best service to you as well. So yeah, I think that's all. I'm going to go and step outside, ground and have some food, drink lots of water, have a rest as guided by my guides, and I'm going to love you and leave you from my heart to yours.